Tesla just released their latest safety data for Q1 2024.
And it's been over a year since Tesla has released its autopilot safety data. The latest data shows one crash for every 7.6 million miles driven with drivers in autopilot.
That's a 16% improvement versus their previous all-time best.
Now, without autopilot, the average Tesla drove for 955,000 miles before getting into a crash.
By comparison, the average U.S. driver drove 670,000 miles before getting into an accident.
So that's 285,000 more miles driven before getting into an accident.
Or essentially, Teslas are 29.8% safer without any computers or cameras.
So to help interpret this chart, the scale is from 0 to 8 million miles driven along the top.
The gray line is the U.S. average miles driven per one accident.
The light blue is Tesla's driven without autopilot. And the dark blue is with autopilot.
And I know you could go like, well, the autopilot, that just means that they're on a highway, and it's much less likely to get into an accident if they're on the highway, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. That's fine. Just take that whole amazing data set and just throw it out the window if you want to. Look at the light blue line, okay? Why is that the case? Why are Teslas inherently safer than other cars on the road? It comes down to how they are manufactured, how they are built, and the way that they are. Having the battery pack in the floor means that the majority of the weight is low, which means you have a low center of gravity, and it's centered in the car. Most cars have a big honking engine right up front. That means that most of the weight is in the front, and when you slam on the brakes on the highway, what happens? You've seen the footage before of the cars, and they slam on the brakes, and all of a sudden the back wheel pops up, and they have no control, and because the center of gravity's all off, it just goes all wonky, and they slam into the side of the barrier. Teslas don't have this. They are so much safer because of it.
And you know what? Former Tesla board member Steve Jurvetson made a chart that makes the data much easier to see, I think. So he said the path to the inevitable future, all vehicles will be autonomous EVs. Here's the safety data on average miles between accidents. Red line is the US average. Green is Tesla driven by humans. Blue is Tesla driven by a machine. And the AI keeps improving via software updates. And Elon said?
100%.
So, I mean, I think this chart really shows it. Let the computer drive, you get a much safer vehicle.
And we're about to get full self-driving, which maybe it'll take a while to ramp up, but it shows the rate of innovation that full self-driving can do.
Or, if you want, share this easy-to-read infographic. And I think it's important to share this data because what's, I think, the number one reason you should choose one car over another? Safety. If one car is safer than another, that's probably your best choice if you can afford it. Well, Teslas are the safest cars. Hey, and if you like the work that we do, sharing the truth about what's going on in the world, please hit the like button so more people can find out. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Tuesdays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below and head over to the Now You Know channel.